And welcome back. Being a doctor or a lawyer is not exactly a unique thing to hear from many Asian American and Pacific Islander parents or their children. But what is the career really like? To give us her insights and observations is the distinguished Roberta Hayashi, a partner in the law firm Berliner Cohen, who has a long list of achievements, starting with graduating from Stanford and then getting her law degree at UC Davis, where she was editor of the Law Review. And along with numerous professional accomplishments, she was the first Asian American to serve as the president of the Santa Clara County Bar Association. Roberta, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Robert.
And I cut that list short. So. Well, give us an idea here in terms of a lot of people probably think they understand what it means to be in the legal profession, but they think lawyer, courtroom lawyer. Give us an idea here in terms of just how broad the legal profession is and how many different directions that means in terms of career paths.
Oh, I think there's 100 things that you can do with the law degree, and it ranges not just from being a corporate attorney, tax attorney, patent attorney, courtroom attorney, but also a number of other things such as being an analyst, working for government, working in government relations, being a legislative assistant, taking the political aspect of it, going into social work. There are a lot of lawyers who turn more towards social services, using their law degrees in that area, as well as in entertainment. Obviously, there's a lot of lawyers who are working in the areas of copyright, trademark, protection of intellectual property, now in the social media area, developing and protecting all of that intellectual property and things that are put out on the media, and lawyers are involved in every aspect of that.
Yeah, there's like a legal perspective is always kind of valuable almost in any profession. Huh?
It is, especially I think in the United States and in California in particular. We have a lot of regulatory laws that happen in California that affect every aspect of life, from Medicare, medical care, to employment, and lawyers get involved in every aspect of that, both helping develop that law as well as administer it.
There's a lot of different reasons why people go into any profession, but for yourself, how did you end up doing what you were doing, and how early on did you decide this is what you wanted to do?
Well, I'm like a lot of Asian kids my age, in that we were being talked to about the professions as being a doctor, a dentist, or an engineer. In my case, I actually had early exposure to the law. My aunt was a legal secretary with Orr Carrington, which was then the largest law firm in San Francisco. And at the time she was there, she remarked on the fact that there was a woman who was going to become a partner in the law firm, and in the early 1970s. That was really remarkable. But the thought that a woman could go into a profession and rise to the very highest levels, and it was also not long after that that I had the opportunity to look at law as a profession, see other women going into law school, becoming lawyers, and fortunately starting to become judges.
We were talking a little bit about the sort of stereotypical aspect of becoming an attorney, or that being a goal, but are Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, generally speaking, do they go into the legal profession, and do you need more of them to go into it?
Oh, yes. I think particularly we think of Japanese Americans and Chinese Americans, those of us who are in our third, fourth generation here and going into law school. But there are a number of Asian nationalities and particular language minorities who are not represented in the legal profession, and who should be. I mean, the shortage of individuals of Vietnamese ancestry, Cambodian ancestry, Indian, Pakistani, who really should look at the law as a career and as a way to help their communities grow.
Yeah, and they need it, right?
Oh, yes.
Especially here in California.
In California, the diversity we have, especially here in Santa Clara County, is remarkable, but it's not represented in the legal profession itself.
Well, thank you for coming on and telling us about the situation there, as well as the opportunities in the industry. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
And that is our show for today. We hope some of the information and guidance you got will help some of you not only get jobs, but also to find a career. Please join us again next week and every week here on Asian Pacific America. Thanks for joining us.